Hello and welcome back to the channel. It's a good day because I am going mountain biking, and every day on the bike is a good day. And today I'm going to take you on a journey on a few trails. We're going to be doing a comparison between the Osmo Action 5 Pro and the GoPro Hero 13. This video is sponsored by DJI, who sent me the Action 5 Pro and asked me to do a review, but they also got me a GoPro Hero 13. So confident are they that the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro is more than a match for it. So I am going to take it on a ride, and I've devised a pretty interesting test that hopefully will let you decide which of these cameras you prefer, but also which camera is actually the best when it comes to filming mountain bike trails in the UK. So let's tell you a bit more about the cameras and then get on the trails. Right, before we get out on the trails, I'm going to have a coffee and I'm going to compare some of the key metrics and key features of these cameras. So the cameras are similar size and similar weights, although the Hero 13 Black is a bit beefier. The Osmo Action 5 Pro weighs 145 grams, the Hero 13 Black is 159 grams. Both cameras have some very nice screens. The Osmo Action 5 Pro has two screens, with the main screen being 2.5 inches and the rear being 1.4 inches. This is slightly bigger than the Hero 13 Black, which has a main screen that's 2.3 inches, but the front screen on the Hero 13 Black is the same size as the Osmo Action 5. Both the cameras use SD cards for their main storage. However, the Osmo Action 5 Pro also has 47 gigabytes of internal storage. Keeping on the camera insides, the Osmo Action 5 Pro has a 1/1.3 inch sensor. That's a bigger sensor than the 1/1.9 inch sensor in the Hero 13 Black. Both cameras record in 4K up to 120 frames per second, but the Hero 13 Black can record in 5.3K at 60 frames per second. In terms of the batteries, they both have 1950 milliamp batteries. However, the Osmo Action 5 Pro will have an estimated 240 minutes of battery life compared to 150 minutes on the Hero 13 Black. The Osmo Action 5 Pro also supports fast charging, whereas the Hero 13 Black does not. Both cameras have the option for magnetic quick release, although this comes in standard on the Osmo Action 5 Pro, but is an additional accessory on the Hero 13 Black. And as I make this video, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro is selling for £329 in its standard pack. The GoPro Hero 13 is selling for £400. So just before we head out on the trails, let's do the basic switch on and switch off test to see which camera responds the best to those button presses. Yeah, I love this climb. Such a cool part of the forest. Interesting to see how it's coming across on cameras, because yeah, we do have some actually low light in here. Interesting to see as well which cameras deal with the colours here, because actually we've got really green, lots of lovely greens around us. Obviously both cameras in auto just now, and that can be a real problem for cameras. When they see that much green, they adjust and they deaden it. DJI's got a white balance sensor at the front. Wonder if that makes any difference, but you tell me. Compare the footage, let me know what you think. Right, so this is the first test, and this is where both cameras should really do well. Now, although they're in auto, which you don't get the best footage from, we got good lighting, yeah, we got kind of smooth trails. The only thing that might be a difficulty is the wind noise. I've got no muffs on these cameras, so all the wind deadening is going to be done using electronic goodness. So interestingly, the major difference is probably going to be things like colours, how each camera manufacturer applies colours on auto. The other thing is going to be, obviously, I have the GoPro on hyper view, which is slightly wider, I believe, than the DJI ultra wide, and I guess it's going to be what is your favourite perspective. Oh yeah, boy. Okay folks, coming up for the horror show test, riding a very dark trail. Will be interesting to see if the cameras can operate in these conditions, but the reality is, if you film in Europe or North America, you're going to be filming these conditions. So if you're buying an action camera for mountain biking, it needs to work in these conditions. It needs to give some sort of footage that's usable. I will say again, both these cameras are in auto. Both cameras can get better performance if you start to go into the pro settings. But again, trying to keep this a test that people who are just buying these cameras and unboxing them and sticking them straight on the helmet can relate to, because so many people do that. So let's head down. I'm going to film it from top to bottom. I'll maybe talk you through a few things to look out for. So it's actually not as dark as it normally is in here, but now I need to concentrate. What I'll get you to look for is, sometimes when cameras get in the dark like this, they have to reduce the shutter speed. So what happens is you can get a kind of blurring effect where you start to lose detail. So one thing that would be worth looking at as we cycle down here or descend is look at the detail on the bike, like the controller unit and things. Is that staying sharp, or are we starting to lose all that information? Oh, tricky section. This bit's a bit of a minefield. So the other thing that can happen when it gets really dark and janky like this is the stabilization gets impacted. You can see something sometimes called ghosting, where you get like blur. So sometimes you can see it with trees, they move in funny ways. And the other area you can get problems is just with the stabilization. Sometimes the stabilization just kind of, oh yeah, just kind of packs in these conditions. Yo, oh nice. That's super fun. Super fun. Yeah, finished the ride. So DJI Osmo Action 5 sitting at 76% battery life. GoPro Hero 13 sitting at 52. What I would say is obviously recording in slightly higher resolution on the GoPro, but it does seem that the Osmo Action 5 wins in terms of the efficiency. Yeah, cool. That was a fun ride. Okay, so that was the test of the GoPro Hero 13 Black versus the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro. The ultimate trail test. We tested stabilization, we tested audio, we tested color, and we of course tested low light performance, which is so important with cameras when you are filming mountain bike in the UK. Let me know what you think in the comments. Which camera would you choose? Which camera performed the best? I know I have my favorite, and of course if you want to see which camera I do use for my vlogs, check out the vlogs on the channel. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you again soon.